What's the most trouble you got in school over a song?
For a song?
Yeah, or what's the most trouble you ever got in?
I mean, those are two completely different conversations. The most in trouble I got for school was in 5th grade. I said like I'm gonna kill the principal in a song, well, no, I didn't say I'm gonna. I said I did. And then he like hired a detective, and like I got suspended, and I had to like take off all these songs off online. But then I wrote this. That shit was lame. But I did write this song.
He hired a detective?
Yeah, I hired a detective. I mean, he said he did, and I met the detective, unless there's some bullshit. But, you know, I was also, like, I was already, like, the kid who got in a lot of trouble. And, like, you know, I dressed even more sketchy than I do now. Like, you know, if one kid was going to be that kid, probably would have been me.
Knox had that same problem.
About what?
Getting in trouble for threatening some shit.
I would never, you know, I would never do it. But like, I was just like, I always wore like oversized, like dark shit. Like I just looked like a. But in 7th grade, I wrote this song called "Fuck Him." That was about. Damn, do I have it? No, I don't think I do. Actually, I do on my computer. But
I mean, if you want to get it out,
I'll play it. But it was just about this kid it was about this girl that I like was into. Shout out to Sophie. And she was like dating or something, this kid Henry that I didn't fuck with, and he was like a sports player, and I wasn't. and I wrote the song, put it out, and like the whole school heard it, and it was mad embarrassing.
Did he like try to fight you?
No. People didn't really like. My grade was a very like nice group of people.
I was thinking about this today. Someone on the live stream, someone was asking me about the whole beef shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, I think they're having fun. Because it's funny to hear you say, if I really hate someone, I don't think I'd write a song about them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I really had a problem with someone,
yeah.
I don't think I'd like even draw attention to it.
I'm like, you know, it's like fun to watch all this shit because like obviously like I'm such a fan, and you know I grew up with like at least with like some of the beefs there, like, and just like the debate is fun. But like I just like all the shit that's like jokey and like Instagram story, and like I try to like not look at this shit because I want to be excited. Like I want to be like, ooh, who's gonna get at him? But then at the end of the day, like when Cole dropped his diss, I was like, you know, Cole doesn't mean this. Like, you know, Cole just took that fucking picture with Kendrick. Like it wasn't that long ago. And I'm like, so it made sense when he apologized, low-key. I was like, okay, that makes sense. But I genuinely do think, could be wrong, I'm not an insider, but I genuinely think like Kendrick doesn't really fuck with Drake, and Drake doesn't really fuck with whatever. They probably have like mad respect. They know how talented each other are, but they're so different. Like I do feel like they probably like have some like. That's why like I'm excited about that shit. But the Ross shit, I just feel like when Drake and Ross are gonna see each other, it's gonna be love.
Yeah.
And there's a song.
If you really hated someone, would all right? Oh, this is it.
I can send this to you.
Please.
I'm in like 7th grade.
Her fucking boyfriend. You play sports, I don't. He got abs and more, I don't. He got girls galore, I don't. And she love him. Well, repeat after me when I say fuck him. Fuck him. Repeat after me.
Dude, I had some like weirdo lines in here. Like I had some like sexual lines in here.
Did she fuck with you at all?
No.
Oh, okay.
She's a girl, though. No.
That's not, I thought it was gonna be trash. That's not a bad song.
It gets pretty fucked up. It gets weird because I got sexual about it, and we were in 7th grade. Like, I'm talking about a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, but you're also, don't say that. They're gonna clip that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I remember.
Yeah. What did you say? Do you remember?
I said, type of girl you rather kiss than let her jack you off, but he'd rather play basketball. That was the line. And then I said,
some 13-year-old shit. Jacking off in basketball.
Jacking off in basketball, yeah. And I said, and type of ass you would pay money to be under.
She probably heard this. It was
Dude, her parents probably fucking heard it.
Her parents definitely heard it.
Yeah, the whole school heard it. I remember people used to be like,
you don't have, hey, you don't have anxiety. I'm going to go back to the beginning. If you release something like that, you don't have anxiety.
I just prioritize the music. I still do it. Like, I'm with this new music. I'm like, every single time I'm releasing like a new project or whatever, it's like I get to that point where it's like, fuck, do I send these people the song before it comes out? Or I try to be like I was in a relationship when my last album came out, and I showed her, like, I mean, she was a part of the process. She was, like, talking on the whole album, and, you know, like, I showed her all this stuff, and she was an artist, too. She was, like, very, very understanding and cool about it. And then there were, like, 2 songs that I didn't show her because I knew it was going to, like, start some shit, and, you know, I just didn't want to deal with it. And in hindsight, I should have just been a man and, like, showed it to her. But I didn't, and then it comes out, and, you know, we're, like, celebrating and shit, and I think she, like, finally listened to, like, the whole thing, and she was like, oh, what are these 2 songs that I know every other song? What are these 2 songs? And I definitely, like, said some fuck shit, and she was like, you should have just showed me.
Were you like, well, I recorded them the day before I put the album.
She was totally right, though. I'm very lucky that, you know, my dad was, and my mom, my sister, like, you know, I've been writing about, like, my personal stuff for so long that, like, they're pretty understanding. Like, some of them is, like, it's hard to hear, but, you know, it's difficult with girls sometimes when they hear certain things. And guys, like, I've had friends that, like, I've had to discuss this song with after it came out. I've definitely had, like, songs that, like, fucked up their relationship. But I just, like, when I feel like something is important to say, like, I don't know, I just feel like I feel like it's, like, bad luck for me to not say it.
You don't think about what you're saying when you create. Like, you're not trying. I see that as a positive. I mean, the way it came out is, like, a negative, but I mean, like, when you're creating, you're not trying to block anything out. You're just trying to. I think
that's, like, the devil, like, putting yourself in boxes and, like, blocking anything out. Definitely when I come up with, like, certain lines, I will be like, oof. Like, I make so many songs that don't come out that when I make it, I'm like, this might not even come out. Like, I don't know.
Wait, really?
Yeah. And it does.
What percentage of music comes out that you make?
Like overall?
Yeah.
I mean, like, 5% or something.
That's so fucking crazy.
Comes out, yeah.
That's
I'm in
so
the studio
crazy.
every day. Like, I'm making music every day. And some is just for me, and some, you know, I feel like I can make better, and some it's a part of the process. Like, sometimes I, like, will make a song just to get what I need, just to find what I need to say, and then it'll, like, make its way to another song. But
no, I guess it's the same way with comedy, though, because, like, I'll go to a show and it's not like I'm recording it, but I'll just say a joke I need to say.
Yeah.
And it may lead to another one, but maybe not.
Yeah. That's the same thing.
Do you feel like you can get do you feel like you can get canceled for something you said in a song?
No.
That's so tough for me because so many times I want to
cancel you.
The only time I've ever seen it happen is Rick Ross.
Yeah, no one gets successfully.
You know, when the, like,
unless you did some actual shit, like.
But you know what I mean, like. But with
comedians just
comedy,
get bigger when they get canceled.
Sometimes, I guess now.
And fucking rappers, I feel like
Yeah.
rappers use that now, like the like
Like that what's that dude's Anti Menace? Have you ever heard of him?
I don't think so.
It's that dude where he just be saying crazy shit. He'll be like, he has that song about Halloween where he's like, put raisins in the Skittles, make the kids eat it.
shit.
And he's just like,
I think that shit is dead, like the cancellation and shit. I just worry about getting canceled from real people, real life. Like there are, because like a lot of times I write songs from like I write them, I'm only looking at one thought, one train of thought, like it's like a tunnel. And you know, I say negative shit about shit I went through with my dad, but I love my dad. I say shit about my mom, I love my mom. Like I don't break down the entire relationship in one song. Like I'm focused on one idea. But before I thought just like shit, like why doesn't everybody understand, like it's just art, but like not everybody's an artist, like
yeah.
and usually people are like okay with it, but I definitely, I don't know, I probably have hurt some feelings.
Do you regret any songs you put out?
I regret, I don't really regret anything. If there was one song I were to regret, is this song called Still Believe in Heroes. There's a lot of songs I made that I don't like I don't like this, like there's a lot of those, and Heroes is kind of one of them, but I don't like that song because of like the tone I'm using to talk to my mom. I just think like it's whack. I'm like kind of like attacking her. Like it came from a real place. It was a real thing, but I just like get uncomfortable when I hear it. I definitely like, I don't regret any, but I feel bad for like some of the songs off the last project about my ex. Like I feel bad, and I should have been like, I could have maybe like went about it a better way, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of maybe like a superstitious thing, but I feel like if I start censoring myself, if I start like doing anything to get in the way of like the art, then it's like karma's gonna come around and just like make something bad happen. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm here to. Sometimes like the fact that the truth is gonna get me in trouble, like it makes me want to say the truth more. Like that makes it an important truth. Like
Yeah.
a relatable, like it'll be relatable, or the fact that it makes me uncomfortable hearing it, maybe means I've never heard it before, and that'll help someone who will relate to it who's never heard something like it before.